Right, factorise 3y squared plus 2y. This is how you should do factorisation. Draw some brackets the same width as the original expression, and then leaving yourself a space here, put the equal sign in there. So you've got plenty of space to write whatever you're going to pull out. Good. Now you ask yourself, what is common to both this term and that? Well, start with the numbers. Is there a number, in other words, a common factor of both 3 and 2? No, so we can't do anything with the numbers. Now we move on to the y's. What does y squared, or y times y, and y have in common? Well, they've both got at least one y in them. So we pull out a y and write it there. And now you ask yourself, what do I have to multiply this by to get that? And that's what we're going to write there. Y times what is 3y squared? Well, y times 3y is 3y squared. So that's what we write there. And the same here. Y times what is 2y? Y times plus 2. And that's it. We factorised it. If you want to check, multiply this out, and we should get what you started with. So y times 3y, that times that, is 3y squared. Put equals if you want. Technically you should, I suppose. And y times 2 is 2y. Is that the same as the original? Yes, it is. So that's correct. Okay, expand and simplify this. Okay, we're multiplying out brackets, so we have to do that times that, that times that, that times that, and that times that. So x times x is x squared. X times plus 2 is plus 2x. Okay, where were we? X times 2 is 2x. Minus 9 times x is minus 9x. Minus 9 times 2 is minus 18. Gather like terms. X squared, 2x minus 9x is minus 7x. Minus 18. That's it. Okay. C, part 1. Solve 6k plus 5 is less than 20. Okay. You can treat the inequality sign like an equals sign, mostly. So, let's subtract 5 from both sides. There you go. And we get 6k is less than 20 minus 5 is 15. Okay, divide both sides by 6. Boom, boom. Therefore, k is less than 15 over 6. Now, this is inequalities, so we can write it as k is less than 6 goes into 15 twice with 3 remaining, so 2 and 3/6. So k is less than 2 and a half. But being inequalities, it's probably better to write it as a decimal. So k is less than 2.5. Okay? Now, part 2. 6n plus 5 is less than 20. That looks suspiciously similar to this, doesn't it? Always keep an eye on, in exam questions, on the current question being similar to the previous one. They often get you to do something in the previous question which will help you in the next one. So don't go solving 6n plus 5 is less than 20 all over again when it's exactly the same as this, except it's just n instead of k. So they want to know the largest value of n, where n is an integer. So we know that because it's just n instead of k, we can write down straight away that n is less than 2.5. So what's the largest value that n can take if n is an integer, if it's less than 2.5? Well, the next integer down from 2.5 is 2. Okay. And finally, simplify 28x to the 5 y cubed over 4xy squared. No problem. So, 28 divided by 4. Well, 4 times 6 is 24. 4 sevens are 28. God, I need to practice my times tables. So it's 7. Yeah, 4 sevens is 28. Now look at the x's next. 5 x's on the top, 1 on the bottom. So it's going to be x to the power of 4. Because that x there, x is the same as x to the power of 1. And you do 5 minus 1 to get the 4. We're using this rule here, that x to the a divided by x to the b is x to the a minus b. So in our case, a is 5, b is 1, so it's x to the 5 minus 1, which is 4. And the same with the y's. Same rule, 3 minus 2 is 1. So we could write the 1 there, but you shouldn't write that as your final answer. It's y to the power of 1 is just y. So there you go. That's it. Piece of cheese, right? You could definitely nail this question.